about it on the show, it filled the airwaves. Everybody was talking. Everybody was giving an idea. But now, look at where we are. Last week, I remember some people went to the Speaker of the House of Assembly's house and we're trying to pull down the gate. You must have seen the video. Now, we have a story because I did go through the news bulletin, and there is a story where the AP in Beverly State have come out to say that the police should do an investigation or something should be done about a young man who had died in the course of that protest. Right? I don't know if you've heard the story, but that did happen. There was that protest. Some people were arrested and they were released on bail. Now, all that drama, I mean, even looking at the suspension processes that happened the last time the House of Assembly members sought the plenary, and then the counter suspension from the other side, all of that have created some political tension between the different parties in the matter, in the conflict. And it started on Saturday when the governor came out and said, see, I want peace and I will do everything within my power to ensure that there is peace. I mean, nothing is too big for me to sacrifice to ensure that there is peace. As a matter of fact, I would rather that myself and my father will work together for the development of our dear state using our influence. I mean, he made that statement on his X account and we talked about it on Monday. But why have I brought this conversation up today? Why have I decided that for a Friday conversation, the last edition for the week, that you and I, will talk about such, a very strong conversation? It is because I'm hoping that in our talk for development, we could learn and we could learn something. What do you make of the statement by the governor of Rivers State? What lessons can we glean, putting it side by side with the event from last week? What lessons? And yet again, I will implore you to be civil in your expression of your thoughts, because if you are not, then, you should not be having a conversation on radio. So I would love it if you can, in the best manner possible, or in the best possible manner, that's the right way to put it, in the best possible manner, deliver your thoughts, express your thoughts so that we all can learn. Because whenever it comes to a political drama in the state, it gets so heated. I mean, look at it. Various media stations, national, local, carried it as headline for more than a week. And this is not the first time it's happening. It's happened, way back when Amechi was governor as well. Something similar in Beverly State. We usually always. It compares the development of the state. We barely can see what should be done because we play politics with everything, right? We play politics when we're not even supposed to play politics. And I remember one time when I did say, this is not the time for politics, it's time for governance. A lot of people called in and tried to chop off my head. However, I try to explain a lot of the times that it's not necessarily about me, it's about the conversation for development. So I would really love it if you and I can now talk and yet again look at this very issue where he said, see, I have not asked anyone to go in a battle for me, go fight for me, to malign anybody's image. I think that was a subtle way of asking all the people who were, against the governor, or the former governor, I beg your pardon, to launch an attack. It was a sort of way of asking them to stop. It was a way of asking them to stop. So what do you make of it? Is this a welcome development? Now that there is peace, like I've always called for, are we going to see a fast development of River State as we all want and desire and pray for? I mean, when you go to church or you go to the mosque and you pray and you say, God, give me my daily bread, your daily bread will come from an economy that will work, right? From an economy that is productive, right? So that's how it works. Is this a welcome development for you, or do you think there's fire on the mountain? I'd like to hear from you. Remember, give peace a chance, because it is the pathway for the prosperity of a nation. Let peace reign. I always say that. 0817 923 0002 and 0817 923 0003. The first number again, 0817 923 0002 and 0817 923 0003. WhatsApp number 0809 0306416. I play the soundbite again, and I'd like to get your thoughts on that, please.
I'm overjoyed that my Oga is here with us, coming to cheer us in this event. My Oga remains my Oga. Whatever that has happened is past. I've not sent anybody to malign anybody. It is the truth. Please, we need peace. Everybody should just relax. For us to progress in this state, we can only do that in an atmosphere of peace.
All right, remember we're live on Facebook, Nigerian for PH. We are also live on YouTube, Nigerian for PH. We're active on X. Let's get your thoughts. WhatsApp number, once again, 0809 0306416. And the call number is 0817 923 0002 and 0817 923 0003. I've got the Eze Ken, and he's calling from Ubumini. Welcome, Eze Ken. What is on your mind? Let's get to hear from you.
Good evening, Talada.
You're welcome.
You see, this is to tell you how a leader should be, because the governor had perceived numerous negative agitation, and he had seen himself instead of the state to collapse because of him. He had advised everybody, whether you support him or not, let us forge ahead.
Okay.
That is a leader for you.
Okay.
The people instigating, moralizing, according to him, talking all sorts of what they feel that they are in favor of him, are ironically wanting him to lose that seat, which if it happens tomorrow, they will no longer be there, even with him. Therefore, this advice he gave to Rivers people is enough. Enough should be enough, so that we forge ahead to make sure that our focus should be in the development of this our state. Thank you very much. Ezekiel Ojono.
All right, thank you very much, Eze Ken. Thank you for your time. Hello, your name, your location, your contribution.
Hello.
Yeah, hi, welcome.
Okay, we're talking about choice.
Sorry, what's your name?
Oh, it's Choice.
Your name is Choice.
Yes, Choice.
All right, welcome, Choice. What do you want to say, please? Let's hear you.
Okay, from my own perspective, I don't really think peace would be really possible.
Why do you think peace is not possible? Really, tell me.
Well, let's take, for example, the governor of Fubara. And even if he wants to make peace reign, what about those ruling with him? Like, I really don't think it.
All right, so you're saying those who stood by him, I'm not getting you. I'm trying to understand. Okay, so what will happen to them?
I mean, I don't know.
All right, then. Thank you very much, Choice, for your thoughts. Thank you very much. I've got Chima. Chima is calling from Transamari. Chima, let's get to hear your thoughts, please.
My father, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Welcome.
Yes. See, if you can see, there are too many things we have to discuss about this issue.
All right, let's hear your varying thoughts then.
Now, the governor has said nobody should fight for him. No fighting for on behalf of the governor. But what we are fighting is injustice. Now, the governor came out that day and said those that wanted to impeach him should come out and tell the world what they have done now, the impeachment. Now, people saw him as intimidation.
Okay.
Even those that loved him and those that did not love him, they saw it as intimidation.
But Chima, when he came out,
yes,
he did not ask anybody to go malign anybody, did he? He only said, tell me what I've done that is impeachable, or that is an impeachable offense.
He said what?
Can you hear me now, yeah?
Go ahead, say what?
I said when he came out to speak at the time, he did not say you should go malign or fight for him. He only said the people who are trying to impeach him should tell him what he has done, that he's
it's what I'm saying.
Okay.
It's what I'm saying. Nobody is saying the governor said go and fight for me.
Okay.
It's those that have conscience that saw what happened and they don't like what happened.
Okay.
That was speaking. Nobody is ready to fight for the governor. After I said that is his organ. Now, my brother, what about the woman that lost his son now? I thank God you read it in your news.
Okay.
The woman is going around all the mortuary, all the hospitals, all the police stations looking for the son. She have not seen the son. That's her part. Now, what about a here? Now we have speakers. Have two speakers come out or any of the members come and say we have settled the matter. That is another question. Two, the previous governor, the former governor, who everybody is pointing at. If you say there is peace, after the governor has spoken in that event yesterday, have the conscience. If the governor is
Chima, I've summarized
any grudges, any evil against the governor, he's supposed to have spoken since that day since that yesterday.
All right.
Nobody have had anything from him.
All right.
So all these things they are doing.
All right, Chima,
my brother,
I've got to go.
From your
I've got to go.
It have not ended.
Okay. Thank you very much. Eno from Port Harcourt, welcome.
Oh, Canada, you're going to pay for my credit.
No problem. Noted. Welcome. Let's talk, please.
Okay. Yeah, it's okay. All right. So just what you just brought up after discussion. The governor said he has reconciled with his Oga. Fantastic, no problem. But now, is it to the detriment of the river people that somebody like me might taxpayers' money? Let me anticipate now. Now, based on the speculation that we're going around, if what had happened, they say it was going like he needs to remit 25% to the ex-governor.
But you see, that's now, what it is. I know it's speculation, and he has come out to say, I didn't ask you for that, to speculate on my behalf. Because that's what he said, malign.
They're supposed to make an investigation.
Okay.
This happened in Lagos, but they don't want to talk about with the present president now. You know as a journalist.
But yet again, those were allegations. Right? They could not be, there were no facts to prove it at the time, really.
Carlos, there was a fact if you want to make an investigation.
Okay.
About that. So, okay, let's flip that apart. So now you're reconciling. What about the guy that just died? I didn't say, okay, you always say your mantra is you trust for development.
Yeah, peace is.
How can we talk for development when we don't have accountability?
Okay.
Are you getting me?
Yeah.
So now, if there's no speculation that he has to make peace with his that, what makes you think that River State is going to develop? Canada, it's impossible. So whatever reconciliation is going to have, I'm not saying reconciliation is bad. But this will be to the detriment of the river people. I pay my taxpayer, so I'm supposed to enjoy my taxpayers' money by paying dividends.
Okay.
Honestly, Canada.
All right then. All right. Thank you very much, Eno. I've got Azunda from Rumolumeni. Welcome, Azunda. Quickly, please. Let's get your thoughts.
Not Rumolumeni.
Okay, Rumeme. Okay. Welcome. Okay, welcome.
Yeah, on this issue, I think for me it's a welcome development.
All right.
The man, from his body language and his statement, the whole thing happened. It shows that he's a peaceful man,
Mm.
he's a humble man, and for me, he's a champion
Okay.
because he's respectful. So he's a senior. And also, I believe that he realized that those people that we are trying to see all those things as if they are trying to fight for him, they are all just people. They want to gain political advantage. So they can come closer to him and then do whatever they want to do. And again, the moral lesson I want to say that I learned from this problem was that it is not good for someone to force himself into a problem that concerns father and son or brother and sister. So people should realize that.
All right then. Azuna, thank you very much. I've got to go. There's a commercial break coming up. Thank you very much for your contribution. But when we come back, I'll take some more calls this station.
Last chance to apply seminar. Do you wish to study abroad?
Nigeria Info.
29 minutes to the top of the hour. Yes, you're still listening to Hard Facts and 92.3 Nigeria Info. I am Kala Dakuru Batabu, and we're looking at peace is the path to the prosperity of a nation. What do I mean? There was a statement yesterday made by the governor of Rivers State, Simnalai Fubara, and he mentioned and he said he has not asked anybody to fight on his behalf. He has not asked anybody to go malign anybody. That his Oga remains his Oga. And so I'm using that statement to say, okay, he's suing for peace. He's saying, see, this is the situation, and I'm loyal to the former governor of Rivers State. There have been so many things that have been said on different platforms, and I did not authorize any of that. I did not even support any of that. However, I'm saying when we play politics in Rivers State, I'm talking about we the people, even when we contribute on radio, like we say in our parlance, in our local parlance, we carry the matter for head. And I'm saying, what lessons, or are there lessons? Can we learn lessons? Or I'm asking rather, can we learn lessons? What are we gleaning from this? Because I'm reminded of people who took sides. I'm reminded of the people who took sides. Some even went to shake the gate of Amewule, Honorable Amewule. I remember some were arrested. There is the story in our bulletin of the APC asking for the whereabouts of, one of the young men who got himself involved in the protest. There's several angles to it. And I remember saying that day, the first day when it started, that 2 Mondays ago, I said, when two elephants fight, the grass is suffer. And I was saying, let's have peace. And some people said, no, why would you call for peace? So I'm here now. And looking at everything that has happened, I said as it develops, I'll bring it to the fore so you and I can talk about it. So looking back and looking at everything that has happened, I'm asking the question, what can we learn given the situation we find ourselves? My Oga, not my Oga. And that's the statement. So what happens to all the people, and basically, how are you reacting to it? Is this a welcome development? Is this not a welcome development? If not, tell me why it's not. I mean, peace. I told one of my guests last week, if I remember vividly, that peace is very important for development to happen. Okay. So the numbers for you to call with 0817 923 0002 and 0817 923 0003. We're live on Facebook, Nigeria Info PH. You can drop your comment in the comment section. You can use WhatsApp if you prefer that one. WhatsApp 0809 030 6416. Yeah. So I've got a lot of messages on Facebook, WhatsApp. Let's see. Okay, someone says this is state capture, and he called it godfatherism, and it's done by godfatherism and political hawks, and that's from Gold from Port Harcourt. I'm sorry I had to edit your message. Remember, I said everybody should be constructive in how they express their thoughts so that we can have a solid conversation. This one says his loyalties are not our problem, but the former governor is supposed to be loyal to the governor of the state. Okay, confident in Lebadim from Osuzoeche is bringing up an argument. Do you agree with that? The former governor is the one who is supposed to be loyal to the governor. So it says this will teach people a lesson. Good day, Teme. I can't read the rest. You're making it a tribal. You're making it a tribal affair. Let's see. It is okay for the governor to say what he said. Peace is paramount. But my question is, why did he make those speeches, especially if I die? We all watch it on social media. He was eagerly addressing Rivers youth to put your lives on the line. A young man or a young boy even died from a police bullet. So who are the losers in the case? May the Lord console the mother of the dead. Make on a no die for politicians or Newton with that one. But I've got Benson from HA. Benson, welcome. What is on your mind, please?
Thank you, Mr. Keller. Good evening.
Yeah, Benson, it's good to have you on the show. Let's
Thank
get your
you.
thoughts.
Yes, Dick Benson from Matrice.
All right then.
Canada,
Mm-hmm.
peace is paramount
Mm.
and is good for every situation. At least for a meaningful development that happen in any place, there must be peace.
Okay.
But let me remind the governor that we are not fighting for him. We are fighting for the soul of the state.
But you've just said there is
Like me, I am not a supporter of the governor. I'm an APC man.
Okay.
That if anybody will just rise like that to put fire in River State, I will not be happy.
Okay.
That is why I am talking. That is why I am contributing.
Okay.
So whether the governor is his father or his other, that is not my concern. Okay, Canada, for example, the commissioner was on Tuesday, Commissioner of Information, on your station, talking about the development they want to happen in River State.
Okay.
Now, after the State Executive Council meeting that approved the 3 bills or 4 bills, these bills are for the development of River State.
Mm-hmm.
If there is no House of Assembly to consider those bills and pass them, how will this development take place? That's why some of us are talking. So
But that is why Benson
in River State, so that the current governor will bring the development we are talking about.
Okay. So that is why we are having this conversation, Benson. Benson, that he's now saying nobody should fight, nobody should malign, give peace a chance. Is that not what we are also talking about? I'm asking.
Yes. That is why we are not fighting.
Okay.
That is why we are not protesting on the street. Nobody is maligning the former governor. Nobody is talking ill of him. But we are asking him to give the current governor chance so that he will work.
Okay.
That. Let me remind you, have you forgotten that the former governor told those people that make him a Buddha that impeachment is necessary, that is a political process? Have you forgotten?
But then again, remember, Benson, remember, he also said that it is a family affair and that the party hierarchy.
Okay, family affair.
Yeah, he mentioned that as well.
It's not a family affair. This is not a PDP affair.
Okay.
This is not a Wike Fubara affair. This is a River State affair. This is our money. This is our taxpayers' money.
Okay.
This is our. In fact, if that fight starts, they are not going to suffer. It's the common people, just like the other people that are suffering now.
Okay. All right. Benson, I've got to go. But thank you very much for your thoughts. Thank you very much. Ilomba from Artillery, welcome.
I greet you, Canada.
I greet you right back.
I'll share your question. My brother, you see, one of the things that come to my mind when things like that happen is that Nigeria is low. Are they running on compromise? There's never a day Nigeria run on reality.
What do you mean by we've been running on compromise?
I'm coming now. See, justice is far away where Nigeria is.
What do you mean by that?
The right thing, they refuse to do the right thing, and that is why it will be difficult for people to develop.
So can I pose you?
We're going to have a development of strong men and weak country. Those who protest that day, they are being betrayed now by the same person who called them.
Can I ask you? Can I ask you?
That boy went die now. We are in the land of death now. You'll be crying. That is what it is. Whether anybody like it or not, that is the fact. In fact, what I know is that, and what I can bid with, for them to get a development required, they allow the governor that are now to work.
Okay.
That's all I will say. God bless you.
All right, thank you very much. I wanted to ask you a question, but you did not let me. But let's get to Cookie Gam from Mile 3. Cookie Gam, welcome to the show.
Good evening.
Yeah, greetings.
Lessons we learn from that happened. Canada, the mouth and the heart, two different things. The mouth, the heart are two different things. If you open my heart, you know what is in my heart. My mouth can say anything at all.
But no, I disagree.
So please, the truth I am.
Cookie Gam, it is said that out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So, how do you mean by the analogy?
I didn't know, but I say the heart and the mouth are not. It's out of the abundance. Out of the abundance of the heart, and the that place. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. The mouth and the heart are two different persons. Except out of the abundance of the heart. When will you know out of the abundance of the heart, Kalada? It's only open my heart or the action. So, what the governor said yesterday, they talk. See, all of us open his heart and see what he said. Whether he's saying out of the abundance of his heart. So, I'm not saying anything for that to happen. That is there's no reason for me to learn. The former governor should hold a press conference and tell us that I have not problem with my son. The governor called a press conference and former governor called a press conference. The world press conference. What happened? Come on, number 2 again. What happened to the 2 speakers we have? What happened to the 2 speakers? We have the year 4 speaker. I'm not a miller 1 speaker. So you see that?
No. We have Cookie Gam. I have corrected you. Thank you very much. I have corrected you on several occasions that the speaker, according to the law, is Martins Ameule. We've said this before. We've said it. I mean, why are we going back? I had the guests. We've had like several guests, and we said both processes. The suspension and all of that. Did not go according to the law. So why are we going back to all of those? We're talking for peace, remember? Muriel is calling from Okrika. Muriel, welcome on the show.
Yeah, KDB.
Yeah, welcome.
Thank you. Look, KDB, I don't really like when people say
I can't hear you very well. Can you start all over again, please?
Yeah, I think when people talk the disagreement between the minister and the governor of the state, honestly, I don't really call it. I always call this disagreement. Now, I think this is not as if it's good for the development of any state. I think disagreement is good because when we disagree, we agree now and you see that the trend and the view becomes clearer. And when people always say, when grass always suffers, I don't like it. I think it's expected to that. Many people cannot be regarded as the grass is Canada when two people are fighting. Now, Canada, for me, the statement of the governor is fine. I want to really understand. Boss, Canada, your boss is someone who employed you that you're working for, and that you're contributing to that you talk to each of Canada, please. Yes, and this is your boss.
Yeah.
If the governor is about to the FCC minister, is it FCC minister that is that is boss? No, I don't know. I don't really understand this state of that. And I want to say, what politicians are taking, I think those are fighting the first they were doing for real. So they are straight. And the first thing is just to can be the problem between two people.
Okay.
And the government should please stop saying we should stop and treat of them. Danger their life for stability. So if the government say, I will send them a message, and this is the life of others. It is right. This is getting up and become out. Because at the end of the day, you're thinking the life of it's danger. There are so many that are working for you that get up and try to support you. Those people that are working for you that support you, especially the media is about media. Message.
All right, I've got to go. All right then. Thank you very much, Muriel. Emeka from Owerri. Emeka, welcome.
Good evening.
Yeah. Greetings, Emeka. Okay, all right, okay.
I never wanted to come. I want to correct one.
Okay.
See, are we talking of Nigerian politics? Are we talking of politics. Why are we so like this? The thing that is happening between Fubara and Wike is politics. There are lots of people who they do what they call afterthought. That's what they call first impression. Take it or leave it. Before the 4 years or 3 years of Fubara, you know that the what Fubara is doing just is strategizing. That executive office cannot be there. Somebody will be continuing you. It's between Fubara and the Tinubu in Lagos State. I'm going to build Ambode and Tinubu in Lagos State. So what I'm trying to tell you, see, Fubara is just strategize that kind of executive office. What is happening to some of us is that no issue. It's a lie, capital lie. The man is suggesting the next level action or the next level to take.
Okay.
You cannot be in that kind of office and be under anybody to control. It's not possible.
All right.
And we can to control that money. Even if we senior, the people will take it. So what
all right. I'm out of time. I've got to go. But let's look at some messages before I go. Wike Waka says, you can never see Nigerians come out to fight poverty and unemployment. It is always one big politician. Good for them. Next time, they should not fight for politicians. Now, they'll never leave them. He said, don't get involved in politicians' Cold War. They will always settle, continue to share state resources amongst themselves. They don't care about you. They never care about you. Everything they do is for their own interest. Now, I know they have share state resources, but Wike Waka is saying that one on Facebook. This one says, greetings, Canada. With what Governor Fubara said, it convinced me to believe that the former governor is still ruling the state indirectly. Therefore, River State has ended one chance. Okay, if you say so. In fact, if let's see, that is highly disappointed. What about those guys that were killed and endured pains for the sake of the current governor? So a lot of people are asking that very question, that same question. But let's see what some people are saying on WhatsApp. There was supposed to be okay, I think this is for me. This one says, I should play the voice again. You're enjoying it. Very funny. Okay. Anton Wardy from Angola, I played before I leave the studio. This one says, Governor Life about pledging his loyalty to the former governor of the state is a clear indication that the former governor still plays a major role in the governance of the state. The significant lesson I learned is I will not stand to fight with a man who does not want to stand. Alozie King Omuma. All right, and take it or leave it. Certain impressions have been made that will curtail the excesses of the same governor. Also has some respect by now. He has some degree of now. Okay, if you say so. This one says, good afternoon, Canada. For me, there are no lessons to learn because it's not new to me. I'm not surprised. But believe me, they have finished part 1. Let's watch out for part 2. But he shouldn't cry for help concerning this issue again. Americana from Ogbakiri. All right. Thank you very much. This one says, the issue is not a family affair. It's about my river state and it affects me. The dispute has revealed that there are people in position who operate their personal interest or self-interest at the expense of the state. Whatever agreement Wike and Fubara have is illegal as long as it's against the general interest of the state. The structure is guarding or Wike is guarding is one that should be in perpetual bondage. All right, that's from Dennis. One more call and we call it a wrap because we've got commercial break coming. Another commercial break coming. 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003. All right. And someone said, Kanda, what do you want him to say? If you don't like what he said, leave it alone. Did I say I don't like? I mean, I'm calling for peace. I have been calling for peace. So, Rosemary Peterson, I have been calling for peace. I'm a peaceful person. I believe in peace, and I believe peace is the pathway for the prosperity of a nation. Let's see. Ken from Port Harcourt, welcome. Ken, what is your mind, please?
Yeah, Mr. Canada, I enjoyed your program.
All right, thank you.
I've been listening from you. I'm coming from Port Harcourt.
All right.
I'm listening on when I came in my house, I have my radio to contribute a little.
All right, so we don't have a. Go ahead. We don't have enough time, so let's get your talk quickly.
Okay. Yeah, during the election, I've been telling you that Wike is going for third term. People are not believing it. Even those who are always tried to, when we said it today now, they have seen the reality that Fubara is a governor.
But you can't now Ken, you can't say that, because when you talk on radio, you look at the Constitution. So what does the Constitution say about the third term? Impossible. What does it say about ceremonial governor, ceremonial president? It's non-existent. So Sim Fubara is the governor. There is no third term. So you need to rephrase. You need to rephrase.
Yeah, my brother will normally say that based on the Constitution.
Okay.
It's based on what is happening. He tells you that he cannot change his political structure, so which means he is really in Abuja and really in real estate. Well, let's watch and see how it will play.
All right. Let's wait and see. You say. It's almost a commercial break. Let's see what I have here. This one says, "Man of the people, greetings. Nobody is telling the governor not to be loyal, but he should be very careful, because the relationship between him and the former governor is no longer as strong as before. From elder, thank God, ability at work." But now that I remember, you've put that thought in my head. The elders, factions of the elders. Be on a good day, we'll talk about that one too. But we've got to go for the commercial break. When we come back, news update, and then we'll move on to another conversation. I would ask you to stay tuned. When I come back, we'll talk for development more. Stay tuned.